I am N.S. Venkatraman. I am speaking on behalf of Nandini Voice for the Deprived, a Chennai-based not-for-profit organization based in Chennai, India. Today, I propose to speak on two great saints who hailed from Tamil Nadu in India. Both these great saints explained the Hindu philosophy with depth and clarity and with simple language that anybody, anywhere in the world can understand and follow his teachings. These are living in Tamil Nadu for quite a long time, with sharing the period sometime in between themselves. Now, Kanchi Paramacharya and Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi are two great saints who lived in Tamil Nadu in India. Kanchi Paramacharya was born in 1894 and remained as the head of Kanchi Shankara Mutt in Kanchipuram in Tamil Nadu from 1907 to 1994 for around 87 years. Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi was born in 1879 and stayed in Tiruvannamalai in Tamil Nadu from 1896 to 1950 for around 54 years as an ascetic. There are still people living amongst us today who have seen Kanchi Paramacharya and Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi and heard them in person. And such fortunate people keep the memories fresh in their mindsets about these two great saints. Now, these two great saints who spoke about the Hindu philosophy eloquently had two different lifestyles. Let us look into them now. Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi left the place and reached Tiruvannamalai when he was a teenager. And he has no guru, he has no teacher. And Kanchi Paramacharya too was chosen as head of the Kanchi Shankara Mutt when he was a teenager. As his predecessor passed away without nominating his successor. Of course, Kanchi Paramacharya has the traditional practices of the Kanchi Mutt to follow, whereas Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi has no such traditions to fall back upon. While Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi and Kanchi Paramacharya were contemporaries for several years, with Paramacharya staying in Kanchipuram and Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi staying in Tiruvannamalai, with distance between both these locations of just being around 200 kilometers. However, Kanchi Paramacharya and Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi never met in person. However, many disciples of Kanchi Paramacharya have said that Paramacharya directed a number of his devotees to visit Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi in Tiruvannamalai and seek his blessings. Kanchi Paramacharya was head of Kanchi Mutt with responsibility to administer the Mutt in all respects, conducting pujas and rituals as per the tradition of the Kanchi Shankara Mutt, and delivering lectures to the devotees on Advaita philosophy and value systems in life. Kanchi Paramacharya traveled almost on foot all over India and spoke to his devotees for several years. He met a cross section of his devotees, spreading the Advaita philosophy and noble thoughts in simple language that even a layman can understand. On the other hand, Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi never left Tiruvannamalai and stayed there for 54 long years. Whereas Kanchi Paramacharya followed the traditional practice of the Kanchi Mutt, Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi developed a tradition of his own. It is not clear whether Ramanashram in Tiruvannamalai in today's style was intended to be organized by Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi, or the Ramanashram developed slowly and steadily and inevitably on its own. Another significant happening in Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi's life was that his respected mother joined him in Tiruvannamalai after the passing away of her husband. It is reported that some people objected to a widow, that is, Bhagavan's mother, staying with Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi since he was an ascetic. However, Bhagavan brushed aside such objections and such criticism with content, and his mother stayed with him till her end. Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi visited the Samadhi of his mother frequently to offer prayers. However, in the case of the Kanchi Paramacharya, as per the traditional practices of the Kanchi Mutt, Paramacharya detached himself from his family totally and fully. Now, having seen the different lifestyle of these two great saints, let us look into the similarity of their thoughts. What is remarkable is that the fundamentals of the teachings of Kanchi Paramacharya and Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharshi are the same. Both Bhagavan and Paramacharya advocated prayers and meditation as a way of realization of God, which, according to both these great sages, they should be realized in the inner self of men and women. Further, the compassion and love for everywhere and everyone around, including animals, was a unique attribute of both these great sages. By such approach of love and compassion, obviously the feeling of love and compassion in the minds of individuals would be promote peace of mind and promote a sense of detachment from worldly happenings in an appropriate way in the mindset of the individual. While the similarities of teachings of both these great saints can be extensively discussed, the fundamental aspects of the teachings is that everyone should direct his or her efforts to identify and realize the bliss in the inner self of human beings, which is often termed as Ananda in Sanskrit language. This basically reflects on the cardinal principles of Advaita philosophy that Jivatma and Paramatma are the same, and individuals should not seek to reach Paramatma elsewhere except in the inner self. This approach set correctly and rejects the so-called rational explanation sought to be given by some people about the origin and end of life and so-called hell and heaven, which are sort of physical methods to explain away the concept of life and afterlife. Both these great saints simply ask the devotees to realize the inner self, which means Jivatma identifying with Paramatma and being as one with it. Obviously, when an individual elevates his mental thoughts process by sustained meditation to realize the Paramatma Jivatma in himself, and the Jivatma realizing the Paramatma in inner self, when it becomes successful, that should be the end of the thought process for the human beings. Trying to analyze the life process beyond this would be a futile and wasteful exercise that would lead to nowhere. This is the essence of Advaita philosophy, which both these great saints eloquently explained in their lifetime. There is no doubt that these great saints will be remembered all the time in future as their advocacies are universal and applicable to all human beings all over the world, wherever they may be and whatever may be their background and whatever they may be educational level. Thank you very much.